Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Pete, Jubbernaut. This is second time round. Believe it or not, apparently I'm an amateur. I had the mic in the whole time, but it wasn't working. So, Pete, I apologise, and here we are again.
It's all right, don't worry about it.
We were talking about the whole journey, so we'll keep this one a little bit, a bit quicker. The other one was good, but I just don't want you to kind of repeat the same stuff, and obviously it's annoying for yourself and stuff like that. 40 stone to 22 stone. Talk to me about that. Obviously, it's been a fantastic journey for yourself.
I'm not 22 stone.
28 stone. There we are. 28 stone. Almost gonna be 22 stone one day. So talk to me about 40 stone to 28 stone, like what you are now. Talk to me about that journey. How do you feel right now?
I feel great. I feel really good at myself. It's been a long journey just to get to this point. 4.5 years about. Few ups and downs. COVID messed everything up. But yeah, I'm 12 stone down. Just raring to get the next 10 off really, and then fight.
Absolutely. I wanted to talk about obviously being down at TFT. It's an absolutely fantastic establishment. Obviously we've got Andrew Fisher, Mick Parkin. What's it like to be kind of around these boys and kind of learn from obviously the great heavyweights? Obviously Mick Parkin inside the UFC, Phil DeFries doing his thing over at KSW. How does that feel?
Unbelievable, mate. Couldn't really learn from anyone better. Two of the best in the country, possibly Europe. And they go out the way to if I'm doing something wrong, even if I'm not directly training with them, they'll try work on this, do this better. Like you're saying earlier with me spar, they were like, you should be doing this, not trying, because I'm only early days, so I'm still learning. So I do a lot of rookie mistakes and stuff, but the fact they just take the time to see that, they could easily just let us get on with it, and to get that, it's obviously kind of respect from people that level. It's unbelievable, mate. I couldn't ask for anything more, and yeah, it's unbelievable.
Anyway, we're back, and I believe it's working. I think we're good. Anyway, Peter, and we talked about it. Been here at TFT, obviously fantastic people, as you mentioned, Nathan. I want to talk about the MMA journey. For you, is it more about just obviously losing that weight, and then stepping inside that ring? It's going to be a huge monumental achievement for yourself. Eventually, when you step inside there, it's going to be ridiculous. You would have lost a lot of weight, a ridiculous amount of weight. Is it more about the fight, or is it about the journey that you've actually been on?
Both, man. Both. It's both. It's half. Losing the weight and that being a milestone is a massive achievement. But then I've got beyond that. I don't want it to just stop there and then I've lost the weight and had one fight. It's then the fighting part starts more. So yeah.
Absolutely. And I'd love to talk more, obviously, about, the amateur career. It's going to be a great showcase for you to kind of learn more about the whole process of a fight, the whole journey, the lead up, the process, etc. Is that something that you're looking forward to? Obviously, you're in it to get at that one point. But when you get there, it's pretty much going to feel easy because, as I talked about, the hardship that you've come through on this road to get where you are now, it's kind of feel a little bit of, because obviously you've gone through something much harder than, I would say, obviously, a fight, because at one point, you were obviously bigger than obviously what you are now.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's maybe it's harder because I don't know. Obviously, I haven't I haven't made the walk yet. And stepped in the cage and been through fight week and the nerves and all that, because it will come. I'm getting lost off. But it definitely helps me mentally, knowing what I've been through. Obviously, I've been through this massive thing just to get to here. By the time I'm 18 stone and ready to fight, there'll be this massive journey I've been through of up and down and rock bottom, and so that probably is something harder to go through than making my amateur debut. But I can't wait to get to that point, because then that's a new experience, a new process I can go through of learning, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, you spoke in the other interview that eventually we'd like to make you your amateur debut, obviously in April this time next year. Obviously, realistically, you went down from 40 stone to 28 stone where you are now. That's another 10 stone in a year. Realistically, obviously, does that feel achievable?
So I think it's definitely achievable, but the one issue I've got, like I've said this before, I don't know how much loose skin I'll have, and I could get to 130 kilogram and be 10 kilogram off the limit, but have 10 kilogram of loose skin, which, what am I supposed to, but like Fisher's said to me before, like you can get catch weight fights, so there is a possibility I may make my amateur debut at some point above 120 kilogram.
We'll see what happens though. I think that's the.
As I answered it, because I get lost off.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll roll with it.
Is it realistic? It
Yes,
is realistic. Yeah, it is realistic. Yeah.
Great, absolutely. Obviously, I'd love to talk more about the influence that you've had around the gym. I remember you mentioned in a different post that obviously when you joined, since then some people have actually joined the gym because of you. They've seen your videos, obviously Instagram. That's where I've seen you. How does that feel to kind of have that influence over someone that is joined the gym because of you, and in sort of in the same what's the word? Same board. A little bit of weight on him. How does that feel to kind of have that influence? Someone's coming to the gym because of you, wants to lose weight, and maybe fight as well in MMA.
Well, it's unbelievable, and you're talking. I had barely any followers, and it got barely any views, and one person joined the gym. So if that's made one person join, imagine if I can obviously grow my social media a bit, I might be able to inspire more big lads to join other gyms, because there's a lot of us, and there's a lot of people in worse positions than me who's probably bedbound and various other things, and it is possible. It's taken a long time, but if anybody's thinking that's impossible, it's definitely not. There's always something that you can do and achieve, and
make sure you follow his Instagram, the Jubbernaut MMA. Two P's in a pod. It just worked. It's a fantastic handle. I absolutely love it. There has been obviously other stuff as well on TikTok with weight of depression. Seemingly seemingly accepted or called you out for a charity boxing fight. Realistically, as well, how possible is that we could probably see eventually down the line?
Balls in his court. I would do it now, to be honest, but he kind of he'd said he wanted a 6-month kind of thing to lose weight, get fit. So realistically it can happen if he actually wants it to happen, but he's yet to respond. It's something I would love to do. I think it's a good stepping stone along my journey, a chance to gain some experience, walking to the ring, fight in front of a crowd. That alone's some experience before I make my amateur debut, which has probably helped us, nerves and everything. I'll be right, I've been through this before. Also, I'll have to fly to Belfast, so that's another, that's just it's something a life, it's a life, you only live once in it, so something to do. And like I say, realistically, it can happen if he wants it to happen. He commented on my video. He sat with 350,000 followers and millions of views on some of his videos, and he seems to get a lot of his support and stuff. But since me and Justin did that reply, he's just been quiet, but I don't know if it's because he's busy, people have their own lives and stuff, but if he wants it, it'll happen.
Or he's seen the power of the Jubbernaut and he thought maybe not. That could probably be it.
That's what a few people said, because originally I only had old posts on me TikTok, and I had the date when it was. But since he called us out, I've been posting quite regular, and some people said maybe he thought I was, maybe he thought I was in a similar position to him. Obviously, I train to lose weight and because I want to fight. He's just trying to lose weight, so we're kind of on different levels. Yeah.
Obviously, we talked about it. Obviously, it would be a great cause, obviously, for charity. But I know it'd mean a lot because, obviously, the journey that you've came on to just get into that, the boxing ring would have been a fantastic journey itself. How much would it mean to you? Obviously, as I talked about, it's for a great cause and stuff like that, but how much would it actually mean to you, to kind of step in there and, have a fight?
No, it mean a lot. I've been working towards it for years, and even just the charity thing in itself, for some people would be a massive, I've lost this weight and had a charity fight, but it definitely means a lot to us, but it won't mean as much to us as when I make my amateur debut. Like I said before, the camera issues, It's going to be very emotional, I can imagine, especially when I win. Remember this, when I win. It'll probably all hit us at that point, like, you know, what I've been through to get there and stuff, yeah, but, yeah.
What are we going to walk out to? Is there something in mind that you'll walk out to in the amateur debut? Has that crossed your mind yet? I don't know what you're into. I know up here, especially in the northeast, there's a lot of techno. So I know I did ask Nathan as well if he's going to walk out to techno. Obviously, Dan Bainbridge walked out to techno for his Octagon debut. Was it walking? Is it maybe his
No, you know what song I'm liking at the minute, right? So, like, my dad's a really big fan of The Who.
I don't even know
The Who? Nah, Howard, man.
I'm too young.
You how old are you?
I'm 21.
You don't know The Who? No. Well, there's a song called Eminence Front, or Baba O'Reilly. That's another one. I think possibly one of them, but who knows? Could be just hate at the moment. Someone might suggest something, but it's probably one of them too, I'd say.
Absolutely. I think that's pretty much everything I've got for you. Obviously, I said I didn't want you to talk all over again. But I'd like to see that charity boxing fight happen. Even though it's for charity, but it means a lot. Obviously, you stepping inside the cage, him stepping inside the cage. I think realistically, it's about the journey that you've been on, and cramp. That was the Jubbernaut getting cramp live on camera. You felt that sharp, didn't you?
It's because I've been sat here for an hour trying to film this.
But yeah, I'll talk about this more actually. You were training with James Hendon. Obviously a fantastic mind. Obviously fought in Cage Warriors, fought some great guys, obviously coming off the back of a great win against Tobias Harila. Obviously lost to Paul Hughes, Jordan Vicenic. But how great is it? Obviously you were sparring with him this morning. And let's just say, he wasn't going light, ladies and gentlemen. He was not going light. He was going full on. But how good is that to kind of have, someone that's, just going full on, trying to teach you at the same time. But would you prefer them to go full on? Because I feel like it will benefit you because you'll learn a lot more.
Yeah, so I think it works both. Like the lighter, like slower ones definitely help because I can try stuff. But also, so going with James is hard for anybody. Like, especially once he gets me on my back, he can probably just keep us there forever and, stove me head in. But it's good for me because it means I've got to work, and I have to keep trying, even to just get up off the floor. So within time, it'll get easier, and eventually I'll smash him. But yeah, it's good. I love it, and he's sound as fuck. Like he's really supportive, and I appreciate him a lot. So yeah.
We'll get a send-off message from the Jubbernaut. If anyone's watching that is in a similar position that you might have been in a few years ago, that maybe wants to get into a gym but doesn't feel confident enough, what message would you give out there to someone that's maybe potentially watching this and thinking, I don't feel really comfortable. I don't feel comfortable stepping in the gym, and kind of being around all these skinnier guys. What would you give that to someone that's potentially watching? What message would you give?
Well, there's a lot of people who are probably in a worse position than me, but I feel like I'm up there with, you can't really get much worse, and I'm fat as a pig and I walk in here, and, I stand out like a sore thumb, and everybody's been really supportive, what's the word, welcoming, yeah, and now I'm like kind of just part of it, like I just, I don't feel out of place anymore, so if anybody's local to this gym, just get yourself along, like I'm doing it, why can't you? Like, I didn't want to say I'm living proof, but like I'm 28 stone and I'm training, and I was, when I joined here, 37 stone, 38 stone when I joined here. So why can't you do it, you know what I mean? There'll be people who's 18 stone and not coming because they don't feel confident. And that's no disrespect to you, but just give it a go. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You have a, you come and you feel nervous, don't come, like, it sounds crap, but I can promise you it won't be as bad as you're expecting it to be. And you might be stopping yourself from turning your life around just off your nerves and anxiety, and you just got to, like, I've got really bad anxiety, but you just got to tell yourself, like, forget that and just turn up, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I just got a quick thought in my head. I think of a good nickname for you now. The Mackem Tyson Fury.
Nah.
Why not?
Nah, he's a legend, but nah. What do you mean? Why?
It'd be good because obviously he's been in a sort of a similar situation. Obviously he, grew a lot of weight and then eventually lost it. Probably a big influence for yourself as well, motivator, because he's sort of in the same situation, and then returned back to the boxing ring. So maybe.
So when I was actually at my worst, there's a video on YouTube, and it's Tyson talking about like when he was at his biggest, and I used to watch that probably like 100 times. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a big fan, but I would never like want to reference that to myself because I feel like it's disrespectful to him. But I definitely took a lot of inspiration from him, and he's a legend. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you keep track of Jubbernaut's progress on Instagram at the Jubbernaut MMA. He's doing influential stuff. Make sure you keep tabs on him. Very inspirational to a lot of guys out there. Make sure just keep track of his progress. Make sure you follow him. Eventually, he'll step inside that boxing ring, whether it's for charity fight. Then eventually, he'll step inside that cage for an MMA amateur fight. And it's going to be good. Hopefully, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there for that amateur MMA fight. Maybe not going to Belfast though. But the amateur MMA fight, I'll definitely want to be there. And kind of I want to document the whole progress and see what happens. It'll be good. Thank you very much, Jubbernaut. An absolute pleasure.
One more thing. I appreciate everyone who's supporting, especially everybody in TFT, because there's too many people to mention. But it's daily, and I really appreciate it because just little things like that, is keeping us coming, so thank you.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. The Jubbernaut on Instagram, the Jubbernaut MMA, and TikTok, YouTube. Catch you all soon. Thank you very much.